Very good afternoon once again. Welcome to www.ThePapare.com. This is Asia Rugby Under-27 series. We are bringing you live pictures from the Kings Park grounds in Hong Kong, and you can see some dark clouds, overcast conditions here. Of course, it was pouring down early on when Sri Lanka played their first game against China, winning that second half battle as the full time stood 26 points to 14 in favor of the junior Tuskers. So Sri Lanka will be playing against Chinese Taipei just after this game. At the moment, China trailing to Singapore 22 points to 14. And Sri Lanka will play Chinese Taipei. On the other hand, Chinese Taipei surprisingly lost their first game 19 points to 5 to the new look Singapore team, where Sri Lanka will be playing their last group game tomorrow morning. That's 7:30 AM Sri Lankan time against Singapore. And the group top will go into the Cup semi-finals. It could either be South Korea or Hong Kong from the other side. Even we saw Malaysia playing so well, unless they upset Hong Kong. They were leading against South Korea in their group game, and South Korea managed to win that game in the last minute try. We still have 20 seconds or so remaining in this China versus Chinese Taipei game. But talking about that game, Sri Lanka, at the first half, they were trailing 14 points to 5. It was only Navin Henakankam scoring that try, and you can see the weather on your screen. You can expect more rains later today, and also tomorrow. It's going to be some. There's going to be some thunderstorms apparently. But the good news is that rain has stopped for a while, and hope it continued for some time. We'll go for a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the live action Sri Lanka versus Chinese Taipei.
Rainbow gives you wings. Rainbow gives you wings.
This is Asia Rugby Under-27 series. Of course, Sri Lanka will be taking on Chinese Taipei up next, and also the schedule for tomorrow. Sri Lanka will be playing against Singapore. Final group game at 7:30 AM in the morning, Sri Lankan time. And then the top two of this group will be going to the Cup semi-finals. And let's go through the team cards of the Sri Lanka versus Chinese Taipei. Of course, Dinu Kamarasinghe scored 2 tries in that first game, and also Tuleib Hassan, the Royal, scored one try, and Navin Henakankam scored a try as well. And Chinese Taipei, they lost 19 points to 5 over Singapore. and it's going to be a really interesting clash. You can see Chao Ying and Min Han Shu, number 5, 2 key players for Chinese Taipei. Both the teams on the tunnel. It's not the Chinese Taipei team that we saw in the last 3 years. It looks, compared to those teams, if you look at Singapore teams where Sri Lanka will be taking on them tomorrow, they look completely a different outfit. They just beat China, and it was a promising start for them in this Asia Rugby Under-27s tournament. Waiting for the right time, as you can see, Navin Henakankanamge and his team. Not sure who will be the starting 7 for the Sri Lanka. In the first game, it was Jansen who started in that halfback combination along with Avishka Lee on his outside. And Coach Nilfa Ibrahim made the changes as he replaced Harith Bandara. Since he came into the pitch, he really controlled the game nicely, and Jansen replaced in the second half to Avishka Lee, and that went well better for him than in the first half in terms of controlling the game. Here comes both the teams, now in Henakankalangbe leading from the front, followed by Dinuk Kamarasinghe, Gamnu Chetia, Chatura Seneviratna, Tuleb Hassan, Janid Dilshan, Jansen Bandara, Tikshana Dasanayaka, Randy Silva, KD Kawinda and Avishka Lee joins the team in the centre for the huddle. Very important 14 minutes remaining for the junior Taskers, because the win will really lift them. They don't want to give any chances for the Chinese Taipei outfit. Sri Lanka in their green strips. Avishka Lee, the man in the centre, to take the kick off. Sri Lanka will attack from left to right. And the 3 forwards for this game, interestingly, Janid Dilshan, Dinuk Kamarasinghe and Tuleb Hassan. Correction, Chatura Seneviratna rather. That's the start collected by Wei Chang, opting to go for the contact. Janid Dilshan not panicking. Good defense by young Royal centre. Chinese Taipei with position, sending out wide for the first time. A very good chance, lovely step and a good offload too. Some twinkle toes for that wing 3/4. Lovely work in the far corner. And now in Henakankan we come to the rescue in terms of that defensive work. Harith Bandara trying to take it quickly, but not enough numbers. So far it's a good start for Chinese Taipei. Number 12, Pashing Tang, is the man with the dazzling footwork. First line out, Harith Bandara taking it short, good work. Bandara opting to go by himself. Seneviratna to Dilshan, Dilshan to Lee. Lee saw the space and trying to fend off, good work by, he has the support on his left. And lovely offload, too easy, Gamnu Chetia, the number 8 for Sri Lanka, all the way for the first try. Brilliant work inside the red zone. And Lee with much confidence, quite unusual with his left foot. And good supportive run by Gamnu Chetia, the Josephian. And Sri Lanka scores the first try, 5 points to nil with the conversion to come. Harit Bandara makes no mistake in that 2 points. So that's 7 points to nil in favor of the Junior Tuskers. Avishkali to take the restart. Kick straight, direct into Huang Lai, the number 4. And once again sent out wide by Chu Wang. And here's the stepper, Pa Sheng Tang. Taipei still with position. Once again trying to create something from the middle. Good work by Huang Lai, the number 4. Here's the number 10, Shen Wei Shang. And can he go all the way? Shen Wei Tang, Avishkali. Brilliant work by Avishkali. Just knocking the ball and still play on. Absolutely magical stuff by Avishkali. And once again, he's not giving up. Brilliant defense. That's 2 in a row. And taken quickly. Here's Harit Bandara looking for support now. He's got his skipper on far wide. Henakan Kanamge gets closer. Cuts inside once again. Good offload. Gamanu Chetia, the try scorer, looking for support. Sri Lanka in the 22. Just a matter of making those decisions correct. Here's Dinuk Kamarasinghe. Scored 2 tries in the first game against China. Dinuk steps and fends 2. And he's through. He says, you can't catch me. And that's the 3rd try in this tournament for Dinuk Kamarasinghe. And 2nd try in this game. 12 points to nil as Janitha Dilshan to take the conversion. And that is good. So it's 14 points to nil. And we got 3 more minutes in this first half. And this is the game number 2 of this Asia Rugby Under 27s. We are bringing you live from Kings Park, Hong Kong. For the 3rd consecutive year on your number 1 sports hub, www.thepapare.com. Also bringing pictures on Dialogue Television. And also My TV. If you're driving, you can watch through your mobile. And here we go, Harit Bandara replaces Avishkali. Very well kick and good collection by Chatura Seniratne. In fact, Lee is still on the pitch. It was Jansen who was replaced by Bandara. Lovely offload by Dinuk Kamarasinghe. Good step by Janitha Dilshan, and he's going to put his name on the score sheet from that far corner. That's the 3rd try. 19 points to nil with the conversion to come. As expected, Sri Lanka so far playing so well in this game, despite their first game against China. Chatura Seniratne with a 40-meter kick, and it just falls short, so the score remains 14 points to nil, 19 points to nil rather. And we can see the rain falls heavily here at Kings Park. Harit Bandara with the restart. And it was collected by Hisin Chow. Good supporting run. Chase is on by Gamnu Chetia. Managed to put his opposite number down. Taipei still with position. The same ploy that they opt to gain position. And Harit Bandara this time knocks it back. And here's an opportunity. That's a lucky try indeed. That's number 7, Ming Kwang Tu, scoring the try. But the referee wants to have a word with the assistant referee. Maybe Avishkali, he's going to be sin binned. That's an interesting call, not sure. Maybe he was offside, not sure anyway. He has to sit in the naughty chair. Made 2 valiant defensive work, or the 2 tackles in that First 3 minutes or so, the conversion is not successful.
Yellow card officially.
So Chinese Taipei got 18 seconds or so with a numerical advantage. Can they score one more try? They were trailing 19 points to 5. Time off, says referee. Here comes one change for the Taipei team.
Yellow card officially. Yellow card officially.
Pao Sheng with the kickoff, and it's out on the full. So Sri Lanka will get the free kick on the center. Harit Bandara, the playmaker. Taking some time. Of course, why not? Especially when a man down. Bandara looks that scissor to Jani the Dilshan. Lovely work. Jani the Dilshan can go all the way on his 4th gear. Here comes the 5th gear. And he scores the double now. That was too easy. Good work from the middle. Great understanding between Bandara and Dilshan. And Sri Lanka 24 with the conversion to come. And with this conversion, it will be the half time. Chatura Seneratne to take the conversion with the wider angle. And this time he absolutely nailed the conversion. So that's another 2 points. 26 points to 5 in this first half. We'll go for a quick commercial break and we'll be back with the second half action.
Rainbow gives you wings.
Welcome back to Kings Park. This is Asia Rugby Under-20 7's series, and we are bringing live pictures on your #1 sports hub. As you can see, some dark cloud. It's still raining down here. If you just logged in, it was a heavy downpour here in the first game when Sri Lanka took on China. After trailing 14 points to 5 in the first half, Sri Lanka bounced back to win 26 points to 14. And this game, Sri Lanka leading 26 points to 5 against Chinese Taipei. This is not the Chinese Taipei which we saw in the past 3 years. They lost to the Singapore team in their first encounter, 19 points to 5. So 7 more minutes to the full time. Wang Li with the kickoff. And once again, it's going out on the full. It's not the first time. We saw this in the first half as well. So Sri Lanka with an opportunity. Still a man down. Avishkali is sin bin. Here's Harit Bandara giving it to Dinuk Amarasinghe, going into contact, a bit of twist and turn. Good support. Chatur Seneratne acting as halfback. Bandara with the first issue. Gamru Chetia. We didn't see much of a spark coming from him as yet. Going into contact. Good work by Keshan Kavinda, his St. Joseph partner. Here's Tulay Basan with his first touch and he slips. Good work on the ground. But I thought it was completely alright. He was tackled. He stretched all the way. But here's Chinese Taipei with a good counter. And here comes the second try. Can Harit Bandara stop? Nope. And that was a well-worked try by number 5. And that was number 8, Keng Shen Chow.
6 conversion.
And the conversion is not successful. So it's 26 points to 10. Chinese Taipei still got more than 5 minutes. And change of direction for the kickoff. That's a clever piece of work by Chinese Taipei. Sri Lanka not reacting too fast. It's going to be the first line out. It was taken quickly. Referee says play on. Here's Jansen. He don't have anyone on the right. And he's looking for support. Here's Bandara. Bandara under pressure. As he go into contact, good numbers coming in. Here's Jansen once again to the newcomer Singer. Sri Lanka playing in that close margin. And lucky enough to get a penalty. Jansen takes it quickly. Now they have numbers out wide. 2 speedsters. Gamru Chetia with a little goose and sending it to his partner, Katie Kavinda. And he knocks it on. In terms of handling skills, it's a much better game for Sri Lanka. As we saw, almost 5 knock-ons in their first game. And this is the first time we saw in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, Sri Lanka looked a bit puzzled inside their 22. So Jansen as the first receiver, Gamru Chetia and Keshan Kavinda are the backs at the moment. Good scrum by the Chinese Taipei. Number 4, he's going to go all the way. Jansen on the tackle. And that's a good work by Taipei number 4. The referee wants to consult his assistant, Quang Lai. And that's right time, says the referee. 26 points to 15. Still got over 3 minutes remaining. And the conversion is not successful. Taipei still have plenty of time to come back into this game. Sri Lanka defense is a worry. Another replacement. Skipper Navin Henakan Kanamge goes into the bench and few changes. Kavinda and Chetia shifting positions. Here's Tulay Basan with the ball. Can he go all the way? And certainly he can. Tulay Basan with that ball. Lucky bounce. And all the way. 31 points to 5. And the rain gets heavier. Harit Bandara to take the conversion. And it's not successful. Now the scoreboard is in pretty much safe margin. Few more changes coming again. Randy Silva comes in and Gamru Chetia is off. Tikshana Dasanayaka is also make the appearance. Bandara with the restart. And that's a fumble by Chinese Taipei defense, and Sene Ratna does it well. Here's Tulay Basan, lovely twist. He knew that there's a rush defense coming by Chinese Taipei, but unfortunately giving away the ball position, playing not so legitimately on that breakdown. Chinese Taipei taking some time, less than 50 seconds remaining. This is the second half in this second game for both the teams. And Lee trying to cross over. Good work by Keshan Kavinda, but he was driven back almost 5 to 6 meters. Pao Shang sending out wide. Here's Chinese Taipei. That's a knock-on, says the referee. Had the chance for Randy Silva, so it's a double knock-on in fact. First by Chinese Taipei, and then by Randy Silva. This could perhaps be the final move of this game. Bandara to fade in. A good scrum this time. Here's Randy Silva with his first touch to Heshan Jansen. Jansen steps and looking for support. Jansen is through. Steps again and he's got pace. And Jansen finally puts that offload to Randy Silva. And Randy Silva scores his first try of this tournament. That's some good work by Heshan Jansen. A bit of solo magic. We know that he is a good stepper former Kingswood player. And Harit Bandara will take the conversion. And the conversion is successful. So Sri Lanka winning this comfortably. 38 points to 15. You can see on your screens Fazil Marija, the assistant coach. Certainly he'll bring some role model and some boost into this team. I'm sure there'll be so much to recover after this game. Sri Lanka will be playing Singapore tomorrow. That's 7:30 in the morning Sri Lankan time. And now they have confirmed their place for the Cup semi-finals. That could either be versus Hong Kong or South Korea. So 6 tries and 4 conversions, as you can see on the screens. Chinese Taipei scored only 3 tries and 2 from lucky bounce. And good to see Tuleib Hassan coming into action and scoring in both the games. So has Janit Dilshan. Yet again, Harit Bandara making an impact, and Aishkali was a standout performer in that first half with 2 cover tackle. So that's all we have from Kings Park, and we'll be back tomorrow with more live action 7:30 AM Sri Lankan time as the Junior Tuskers will take on Singapore team. Final game of the group. And we're handing over to the production crew back in Colombo. And I'm Sabir Kader signing off along with Inshaf Kafoor and Viraj Kotalawala. Stay tuned on your #1 Sports Hub.
Rainbow gives you wings. Red Bull gives you wings.